Hello, everyone. We are back today with the transformed wife and preparing to be wives and mothers. And she is carrying on about different things. Let's listen.
But God's will for the majority of women is to be married, to bear children, and to guide the home. So what they can
The issue with telling people this is, and what she teaches, she says that women shouldn't work, women shouldn't be doctors, women shouldn't be in politics, and all these different things. And the problem with what she's preaching to people is the fact that she's telling you to depend on your husband. Marry a husband. He's the breadwinner. He pays all the bills. You have the kids. You wait on him hand and foot. And when he wants to have sex, you should just do it even if you don't feel like it. And all this stuff. And here's the problem with what she preaches. It's the fact that what if, one, your husband dies? Then you have to figure out a way to support yourself and those children. What if your husband leaves you for another woman? What if your husband gets disabled, breaks his back at work, then he can't work for 2 or 3 years? What if he just doesn't want to work anymore and he wants to play Xbox all day? Then you have to figure out what to do with yourself and your children. But she says you're not supposed to work. You're supposed to take care of these kids and your husband. So what do? Just take care of your husband while he lays up and plays Xbox? Or if he leaves you, you just sit there and wait for another one to come around and support you? That's what you're supposed to do? No, how about you depend on yourself and take care of yourself and your children?
they can do in the meantime is to make sure they know how to run a home. Because no matter where they live, whether they're living with their parents, in a dorm room, if they have their own apartment, they have to run a home. So they need to learn how to keep a clean and tidy home. They need to learn the skills of that and just practice. And don't live in a pigsty, but live in a home, an apartment, a home, help your parents or wherever you live. That's a beautiful home. It doesn't take long to keep how long it takes to clean your kitchen after a meal. You'll be surprised at how short time it takes to. Our culture pushes young women, everyone to go to college because that's the be all and end all. In fact, our culture idolizes college, in my opinion. And what I tell them to do is to, if their goal is to be a wife and mother, I'm just always curious.
You know why a lot of places push college? Because we know that women can succeed. We know that women are more than just baby factories. We know that women are more than just house slaves. We know that there are so many women that are in politics. We know that there should be more women, preachers, in the military, president. There should be women, because let me tell you something. You watch these shows where men and women compete, like Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. Look how good men and women cook and can create the most beautiful dishes and delicious dishes. And it's not just men up here that create the best dishes ever. And it ain't just women up here that create the best dishes ever because they're women and women are supposed to cook. Both sexes, man, they make the most amazing dishes you ever seen on that show. There are pilots who are in NASA, men and women, because both sexes can do it. It's not just for one or the other. People like this will sit here and tell you boys wear blue, girls wear pink. There's no in between. Men go out and work, women stay home and cook. There's no in between until that husband dies or leaves you for another woman or breaks his back at work or just doesn't want to work anymore. And then that woman steps up and has to figure out what to do. If you listen to her, well, it's just going to be hunky-dory, leave it to Beaver all day, and he's going to work until he's 90 years old, and you're going to be able to sit right there and bake cakes all day. That's not what life is like. And this leave it to Beaver idea is crazy. That's not how it is, because let me tell you, I've been through it. I was that stay-at-home wife. And you know what happened? I got left. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything wrong. I cooked, I cleaned, I did everything. And guess what? He left me. With my fiance, you know what happened? You want to know what happened? I cooked, I cleaned, I worked, I did everything I was supposed to do. I didn't cheat. I was nice. I was sweet. I laid the clothes out every morning. You think anybody laid my clothes out? No. You think anybody ever had supper made when I worked and came home and they wasn't working? No. I did those things. Nothing was ever done for me in return, and I didn't hold it over nobody's head. And I still ended up being dependent on myself. Luckily, I was, because I made it. I survived because I was independent and I was able to work and I was able to save up and get myself through what I was going through. Now, if I had have been depending on a man or my spouse, I would have starved. And I've been homeless. Let me tell you, it's not fun. Being homeless it ain't fun. I've been there. And if you listen to this woman, this is cult talk, okay? This is cult talk. Women shouldn't be doctors, but yet she gives medical advice in her videos. Fevers are good. Fevers are a symptom that something's wrong. Yes, a fever will start the immunity. It'll kickstart the immune system and get it to fight. And but there are some sicknesses that it cannot fight off, and you need health care or professional or medicines. I'm telling you, you better watch listening to this woman. I'll see you guys